Hi, this is Ed coming to you from my home office here in Ohio. It's a beautiful day. And I'm here doing a series of videos about developing a seven-figure mindset. And we've talked in the past about that inner inspiration, you doing what you're inspired about, what you're passionate about. We've talked about taking daily steps or living the outcome. We're talking about living above the noise and getting past the negatives of those people around you. Today we're going to talk about getting in the game. I looked and looked for quite a while for a business to do at home aside from my regular daily occupation, which is quite intense. And when I found what I do, it was the end result of me looking. But as long as I looked, I was only interested. But the more I listened to the business, the more I listened to the people involved with the particular business, the more interested I became. And finally, I had enough motivation, enough interest to get in the game. So I got out the card, and I made the purchase. I got involved in the business, and I haven't looked back. Because you know what? I'm very passionate about what I do. I have a daily plan to accomplish small steps that get me in the game, but keep me in the game. There's a lot of people in professional sports that are your big stars. People like Tiger Woods, LeBron James, Shaq, need I go on? Great football quarterbacks, great running backs, great baseball players, great hockey players. There's great players in every sport. And we know these men by name. We know these ladies by name because of their accomplishments. But they had to get off of their chair. They had to go to the training field on a daily basis, sometimes multiple times, to get to that place, to get to the Olympics. Let's use an Olympic athlete, for example. Let's use a weightlifter. I used to do a lot of weightlifting and physical fitness, and maybe it doesn't show now, but oh well. I still strive as I get older to stay very fit. And you know what? A guy told me one time when I was a young man, he said, fitness and good health is a lifestyle. He says, get in the exercise routine several times a week, and just put that in like you get up in the morning and you brush your teeth, just like you take your vitamins, just like everything else you do. It is getting in the game every day. It is living that lifestyle every day. See, that's what a seven-figure earner mindset is about, is living the lifestyle, living the outcome, living with passion, and being in the game on a daily basis. It means ending procrastination. It means moving and taking action. That's getting in the game. Well, getting back to the example of an Olympic weightlifter, I have saw many men come and go, and you look at them like, man, they don't look like they're that strong, and then next thing you know, they're benching 300 pounds or they're deadlifting 600 or 700 pounds. You know what? They have to go and start with 100 pounds, and then 150. And then 200, and then 210, and 250. They build up over time. See, they got in the game, and they've stayed in the game. They were not only interested, but they were participating. Let me give you an example of what I call the chairs, the 3 C's. The first chair that I'm going to talk about, if you can imagine 3 chairs sitting in front of you, the person in the first chair is very complacent. They're just kind of watching the world, looking around, wondering what's happening. And maybe noticing a few things and, watching people. See, they're very complacent about where they're at in life. The person in chair 2 is looking around and they're constantly complaining. Oh my, look at this. Why did they do that? Why does this happen? Why did that happen? I call that the complainer. And then the person in the third chair is not there. He's gone. He's moving. See, he has listened. He used to be a complacent person. He didn't like that. And then he was next to the complainer, and he didn't like that. So he moved because he was complete. He was compliant with the plan that he had set out for himself, and he's out doing things. That's why that chair is empty. So we can either be sitting in the chair of complacency, doing nothing. We can be sitting in the chair of complaining, maybe doing something, but complaining about the outcome. Or we can be looking at an empty chair where we used to sit before we decided to get in the game. Now let me explain something to you. Sometimes when you get in the game, that means sitting on the bench. But that means those bench setters are ready to get in the game when they're called. Those gentlemen that sit there that are the closers for a major league team sit there many times and never get in the game if the starting pitcher is winning. Many times, though, they're brought in a very difficult situation. They have to be ready. They have to be prepared. See, they keep themselves ready. Staying in the game is like getting in the game. Getting in the game means that you have moved, you've taken action. Staying in the game means you continue to take action. That means you continue to stay involved, that you always are improving, that you're trying to gain new ground, new skills, new knowledge, because you know what? That is what moves you to the next level. Getting in the game and being involved means self-development. That means improving. That means keeping the goal in mind and moving toward it every day. So get out of the chair of complacency, get out of the chair of complaining, and let your chair be empty because you're off taking action and you're in the game.